All right, but let's talk about BPTH. Let's talk about BPTH and let's go over this play. It is Friday. It is March 1st. And if this is what March is going to have in store for us, it will be insane. We got our small account challenge coming on up, in about 2 weeks now, and I'm just moving some funds around to get this going. But it's going to be an awesome small account challenge, and I'm so excited to be working with every single one of you guys. BPTH was a great play today to grow your small account, and even if, as I said, if you guys didn't trade it today, hey, no worries whatsoever at all. You guys there's a lot of great lessons to learn from this play, but as you guys can see, there is a ton of profits over in Profits Chat today on CIFS and on BPTH. The biggest winners, as we know, I Love Trading, a $10,000 gain. Taylor Trader made $3,000. Vailer this morning made $3,200. And as you guys can see, you guys can just go over to Profits Chat and check that stuff out. So again, Taylor Trader 3,000, Vailer 3,200, 579, 188. So again, great job. And again, everyone, I don't mean to not shout out anyone. Even if you guys have a small account and you guys made 200, 150, 80 bucks, you guys are doing that. It's only 35 minutes into the market. It's insane. So, that's absolutely awesome. Let's talk about BPTH. And while I talk about BPTH and why the stock went on such a beautiful rip, also keep your eyes peeled. It's right next to $5 again. What would be the high, I would believe? Probably right around 510 to 515, as that is right where this spike was back on January 18th. So we are testing $5 once more. Let's see if the bids cross over. Bids right now $4.99. Hey, okay. Let's see how much more this thing has in store for us. What do we hit? 519. 519, and let's see if that's going to be able to hold on up. Let's talk about why is this happening? What's going on here? Why is BPTH up 96%? Is there a reason whatsoever at all on this play on why the stock is up so high? Well, the first thing I always like to do is check, the news, because news is usually going to be the main reason of why the stock goes on a nice big rip, why the stock is going to be going on this nice big play right here. As I can see, what do we have? We have February 28th. At 8 o'clock in the morning yesterday, it did present data on its annual meeting. Okay, so it's going to present data. It's going to present data on Wednesday, April 3rd. So that doesn't help us at all right now. So this right here isn't, bringing in the hype for April 3rd. We're not reading this, yesterday and saying, oh wow, big day tomorrow. April 3rd, right around the corner. Let's all start buying that stock right now. No one knows what this data is going to be. Right? We don't know if it's going to be good. We don't know if it's going to be bad. We're not sure. So why in the world is BPTH getting this climb? Why is it getting this rip? Because there's no news making this rip. There's no giant data right now. There's no positive endpoints being met. Why is the stock getting ripped? Well, there's a couple reasons. First off, there was nothing really in pre-market getting a nice big spike, right? If we take a moment and we check out our pre-market scanners, let's see if they're going to come back to what they were in pre-market this morning. We could see this was our pre-market lineup right here. We're just taking a second. You guys can keep your eyes on BPTH. This is our pre-market lineup. GPAQ, AUMM. Again, this is our pre-market lineup right here. GSB, when it was looking like that. FNKO, looking a little like this. NVAX. As you can see, not really too much in pre-market. There was nothing that was really popping out. There was not really too much excitement. There was not really any big news that was going on. And so a lot of people were immediately looking at previous chart setups. But notice, if you wake up and there's no big news, no big chart setups, no big gap ups on credible reasonings, what are traders going to say to themselves? Wow, what am I going to play today? Right? What am I going to get involved with? You are here to make money. And guess what? The person in the chat right next to you, that person, is here to make money. And, a person in a different chat, that person is here to make money. And, another different person over on Twitter or wherever, and another person at home, all those people are there to make money as well. Everyone is in the stock market to make money. No one's here just because they like looking at numbers move. All right? No one's like, oh, I like the level 2, it calms me down. No. All right? People are, watching this stuff to make money. So we wake up, we don't see anything on the pre-market, scanners. Nothing really too big, nothing really going on. What do people immediately do then? What do they look at? If nothing is going on with the pre-market scanners with big news, they immediately look at the previous top gainers. We had some previous top gainers, and I was typing out all the previous top gainers I could think of from this week. CIFS was the one that I wanted to focus on the best. And CIFS, I wasn't wrong with this play. CIFS went on a beautiful rip and a beautiful climb. And this was from this red to green move. Obviously, this was the one I was focusing on a little bit more, and it went from 240 and spiked all the way up to 280. Not a bad play whatsoever. A beautiful red to green move, a mid-candle breakout pattern right here on CAFS. And again, this is one of our go-to patterns. And this one had all the good credibility on why a stock would run and why a stock would rip. Compare these two charts, HMNY, CIFS, mid-candle breakout pattern, nice squeeze chart as well, 5 million in float, looking for a nice big climb. This one I enjoyed a lot. That one I liked a lot. This is the one that I said, hey guys, this is the most credible one, this one you want to focus on, and this was a beautiful rip and climb. But why did BPTH steal the show? BPTH stole the show, and for one reason and one reason only. Because guess what? CIFS is a previous top gainer, but so is BPTH. And when it comes down to a Friday, and when it comes down to not anything else is going on, people look at one simple little statistic. One simple little thing, and you guys all know what that is. That's going to be the float. The float is the shares offered to the public. And when we have a very low float, it's very easy for the stock to get a big time spike, excuse me. So what do traders do right away? If we don't have any sort of big time news, especially on a Friday, and again, it could be other days, but people usually like to do this on a morning on Fridays because there's not as many people in the afternoon. They like to push up the lowest float stock they can find. And we see that a lot. So we can look at Yahoo Finance right here, and we can look at CIFS, and we can see the float on CIFS is 5.7 million. Okay, CIFS is a great, previous chart setup. It's a great, runner. It definitely could go on a nice run. But, that doesn't compare right here to BPTH, who only has a float of 526,000. That's an extremely low float, right? The float is the shares offered to the public. The lower the float, the higher the demand, the bigger the spike, right? It's, simple economics. When you have a low supply of something and everyone wants it, what's going to happen? The price is going to rise, and people are still going to pay for it because they're caught up in what? The momentum. BPTH is running for one reason only. It just, again, is a previous top gainer, which it did go from, $2 up towards around 270. And nothing else is ripping today, so everyone just bought it right here. And it did, I would say, break through that 275 mark, which was the upper body of the real body right here of this red candle, which did, bring in all that momentum and really got the party started. Once BPTH popped up on the high of the day momentum scanner, everyone started buying this. And as I said, guys, why is the stock moving, or when is the stock going to sell off? Basically, when everyone is done with it. So this stock is going to sell off when everyone's done with it. This is purely based on momentum right here. And I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if BPTH, closed maybe back down in the $3 area. Because look at last time it spiked. Last time it spiked, it went from 270 all the way up to 510. And look where it closed, 174. So that means it did the same exact move. It went from 270, this went all the way up to around 510-ish, and then it did the same exact move, and it finished off all the way down towards 175. So this is a stock you don't want to chase. And you could be like, Dek, I told myself not to chase at $4. And I told myself not to chase at $4.50. And I told myself not to chase at $5. Well, you know what? In the long run, that's going to be the attitude that's going to keep you around. In the long run, that's going to be the attitude that saves you. Because now if you lose that attitude, now if you say to yourself, all right, BPTH just spiked. All right, and I told myself not to chase, but if I did chase, I would have made money on it. So now what's in your head maybe? All right, no, maybe chasing's okay. Because now let's see on Monday, let's say a stock starts ripping, you miss it, 50 cents out of it, and you're like, wait a minute. I didn't chase BPTH, and that one ran another, $1.50. So I'm going to hop in on this one now. Yeah, it's chasing, but BPTH ran, so this one's going to run. And now this one turns and dumps on you. And now not only did you miss BPTH, now you're buying in stocks at areas that you know you're chasing, and now those plays are dumping on you. Right? So don't let one play that maybe you missed out on lead towards a tumble of bad habits to start forming now, right? BPTH was a great play. It was a great rip, but it ripped because it's a previous top gainer and it's the lowest float stock that's currently hot. And that's something that I just want you to understand. Write it down, get a tattoo of it, whatever you want, and just say, hey, on Fridays, or especially, any day, but especially Fridays, if there's no news, people are just going to gravitate to the lowest float stock they see that is currently hot in the market. CIFS, that's why I was also looking at that one. It was credible. It was a previous top gainer and only had 5 million in float in the market. BPTH took a little bit more hype towards it, and that's why that one, went on a big time rip and a big time climb. You can see right now we are on, let me adjust this trend line right here. We are on the bearish side of this trend line. You can see we are on the bearish side of the daily trend line currently, and this big crack could be happening soon. So if you're getting eager, Dek, I think this is going to go up to $6. I think this is going to go all the way up to $7. Could it happen? Absolutely. It absolutely could. But is it the smart thing to get out? No, the smart thing is be like, hey, you know what? The stock's up 97%, did a great rip, did a great run. When in doubt, maybe it has a strong pullback. I could look for a bounce play, but it's not really worth the risk to be buying all that at the top because this could happen right here, right? The same exact thing could happen, right? This could happen. Where all of a sudden you say, all right, Dek, I need to get in on this. I missed out too much. All right, getting at 5:30. Boom. Oh, wow, I can't believe it's down to $4. I just blew up $1,000, right? You don't want this to happen to you. So avoid that. Good job for everyone who made money today. Super happy for everyone who was able to, lock in those big time gains. And it was an awesome play. We started talking about BPTH this morning in chat when the stock was at 275. So if you're also wondering, well, when did you bring it up in chat? We started talking about it right after the first minute. Our high of the day momentum scanner caught it right at the price of 272. I would scroll back and show you, but since I went to the pre-market scanners, it kind of refreshed everything starting at 10:10. But yep, it started right at the start of the day, right when it started popping, popped right on up, and we were able to talk about it. And that's why some people were able to hop in right at the break of $3, and some people held this all the way up towards around $5. People making 10,000, 3,000, 2,000. Awesome work. And I'm fired up, guys. This was a great stock to be able to make some nice big profit on. Also, again, if you played CIFS, a 40-cent rip, money's money. It doesn't matter what stock you make it on. If you made more money on CIFS than you made on BPTH, well, then, again, who cares about BPTH? You made money, and that's the most important thing. So awesome job, especially for a Friday. We're going to obviously stick around and see how long this is going to hold on up. But, I wanted to go over this play. I wanted you guys to understand this play. Float is so crucial. It is so crucial, guys. And that's the way a lot of penny stock traders, mindsets work. They say to themselves, why is the stock spiking? How is the stock spiking? Hey, let's play the lowest float play. And a lot of rookie traders don't even know why it's spiking, but they're just buying because everyone else is buying. But we know, again, it's the float. The low supply, the higher the demand. The big example I always like to give, I always like to give analogies you guys can relate to. So I always say, imagine it's Black Friday. Imagine it's Black Friday and Best Buy only has, 10 Xboxes. 10 Xboxes, but there's 100 parents out there that promise, little Scotty that, they're coming home with an Xbox. Guess what? If those Xboxes currently cost, let's say $200, what could Best Buy do if they really wanted to? Or what could the employee do, if he really wanted to? He'd be like, I don't know who to give this to. All right, it's $400. Who still wants it? It's still like 90 hands go up. All right, the Xbox is now, $600. Who wants it? Maybe a 50 hands up. All right, this Xbox is $1,500. Who wants it? Maybe 3 hands go up. And they could keep raising the price up until no one wants it anymore. And what do you think is happening on BPTH? The price is going to keep on going up until no one's willing to buy it anymore. And that's when that's going to come on down, right? It's the same exact thing. Like my sister, she lives in Florida. They had a hurricane last year. And like people are selling pay, BPTH at 540. I'm not willing to pay that, right? I'm not going to do that. And eventually, you are not going to do that. And eventually, that guy on Twitter is not going to do that. And eventually, that guy in that chat's not going to do that. And Fred's not going to do that. And, Vin's not going to do that. And Bill's not going to do that. And then the stock starts tumbling back on down because we've reached our high, right? And now we know, oh, wow, it's not going to go any higher than this. Everyone's going to start selling it. So that's kind of what it comes down to if you want to think about it like that. But right now we're on a big momentum train on BPTH just from the slow float. We'll see how high people are willing to buy the stock at before it starts, tumbling its way back down. Trend line is starting to crack a little bit. We'll see if we get some action right here, starting at 10:30 for the big time crack. And then we'll see, what the rest of our Friday morning has in store, if we can find anything else. But basically, BPTH is that main play. BPTH is the mob. BPTH is where everyone's looking at. And basically, our Friday trading is going to last until BPTH, basically says, all right, I'm done with today. Let's go enjoy our weekend. So we'll see how much more that has. But awesome job today. Super happy for everyone. And, let's, start off this March on a great note. So awesome work.